The approval of the first major US offshore wind farm marks the start of a new clean energy industry that will help lower emissions and create jobs.
There is simply no reason why the blades for wind turbines can't be built in Pittsburgh instead of Beijing.
Except, in reality, most of the manufacturing jobs will actually be created in Europe, at least to start with. The Vineyard Wind project off the coast of Massachusetts is expected to produce enough energy to power 400,000 homes in New England by 2023. The wind farm is a joint venture between Copenhagen Infrastructure Partners and Avangrid Inc., part of the Iberdrola Group. According to Jonathan Cole, managing director of Iberdrola Renewables Offshore, smaller components will be manufactured locally, but the bigger parts won't.
Bearing in mind that the industry is only just starting off in the US, so what we're having to do for this first project is still manufacture a lot of the components in other places. So what we would be doing, for example, with the blades, which will be more than 100 meters long, each blade, is we will be manufacturing them in France, loading them onto a large transportation barge, and then sailing them across the Atlantic to the site where they will be installed on the site.
Insiders say it could take years before developers can commit to building new American factories. Developers need to see a deep pipeline of approved US projects, along with a clear set of regulatory incentives like federal and state tax breaks. Christy Guthman, commercial leader of US Offshore at General Electric's renewable division, also said that opening a factory is costly and time-consuming. It requires permits and large amounts of space near the coast. Guthman's company is set to supply Vineyard Wind with 62 turbines. But the major parts for those turbines, which are twice the height of the Statue of Liberty, will be made in its factories in France.
Well, we need to recognise that this is a massive industrial ramp-up, and it's going to take time. And it starts with projects like Vineyard doing their bit, laying the infrastructure, but every other project that comes after will help build upon that until we see a thriving industry supporting tens of thousands of well-paid jobs.
Biden's administration has unveiled a goal to install 30 gigawatts of offshore wind power capacity by 2030. That's roughly the amount that already exists in Europe's two-decade-old industry. Experts have estimated more than 2,000 turbines will be needed to meet that target, but US factories probably won't materialize until 2024 or 2025. So it could be that the stateside clean energy jobs boom may not materialize until after Biden's time in the White House is up.